All right, hello, beautiful people. Good afternoon. I hope that you guys are enjoying the weather. I am building a pallet greenhouse here. Yes, I am. I am pulling every last bit of my father out of me. My father, if you guys don't know, is a master mechanic. He's been doing mechanic work since he was a teenager. My mom met him. They used to call him a grease monkey, okay? But something else about my father is that he also can build things. My father is a builder. And his father was a builder, and before that, his father was a builder. Okay, all right. So you have to my paternal side of thing for this. Okay, now I am not up to par and I'm not trained, but I am building a pallet greenhouse. I've been going around and getting some of the free pallets, as well as making donations. You guys saw me go to the local community garden and getting some free materials from them. And these are some few other things that I got that I want to put on my greenhouse. I have these beautiful windows here, okay? We have a piece of this board here that'll be going up on the outside of these pallets. So what you want to do is you want to get whatever size pallets you want, and you can measure it if you want. I'm going to wing it just for this is my first time making a greenhouse in this way. And I'm going to cover, I have the greenhouse plastic. I'm going to cover each side with greenhouse plastic. We're going to put paneling on side of that little panel board on outside of that. And I can probably have my kids paint it or whatever. And then I'll be trying to make a door frame here and then probably put some windows up, okay? Or maybe use the windows as the door. You never know, okay? So that's what we are doing. I am making, and I kind of got stomped because I thought that I could take a simple nail and just hammer it into there. Let me show you what I did. So this here, yeah, it didn't go that far. Like, I got the wrong nails. See, those are siding nails. I got the wrong galvanized siding nails. I got the wrong nails, and it just takes too entirely long with a regular hammer. So there's things that you could do for that. I call my local Menards. You can call Home Depot, Lowe's, and you can actually rent their nail gun, okay? Or you could use your screw. If you have like a screwdriver, if you have like a what's the name of the thing? The drill. I just bought a drill. They had a drill on sale. You can actually use the drill, and the guy said this is the frame, obviously. So I don't use siding nails on the frame. So you can either use your framing nails and a framing nail gun, or you could just go ahead and grab you some framing screws, which I'm going to run up there and grab those, and just go ahead and use your drill. It's just waste not, want not. You know what I mean? It's like we want to work smarter, not harder. And while bamming that hammer like that would have gave me a good workout on my arms, you guys see my other videos as far as my workout videos. I do enough of that, and I don't want to injure myself. So this would be the safest way and the most effective way, and it's the smartest way. And we're getting a lot of work done in a little bit of time. So I know what you're thinking. You see that little gap right there, right? Well, don't worry about that, okay? I'll figure something out. So it looks pretty good to me so far. The good thing about pallets is a lot of local businesses would just give them to you, or they'll sell them to you, right? For like $5, $10, a donation if you're getting them from a local garden. Maybe some of your neighbors might have some and don't use them, give them out. You can ask around, you know what I mean? So this is going to be our pallet greenhouse next to this is our hoop house, our small hoop house. So far we're on 3, okay? Actually 4, because we got one in the back. So I'm making them different, various sizes, different techniques. So we got the cabbage growing. We got the broccoli is growing. I think those are my green beans. Those are my collard greens. I don't know what that say. Y'all got to read that. I know this Swiss chart. We got the spinach. If you look closely, you can see it, okay? All right, you look very closely. You can see that's coming up. That's not no weeds. You guys saw me build this up. This was built up through the Hugo culture or the Palmer culture type of method. I know Hugo culture is more so like a heel, and I wanted to make it like in between. Okay, so I built this dirt up myself. You saw me, my kids filled this up, so that's not any weeds in there, and it's been covered up. So no weed seeds. Those are all our crops are starting to come up. Let me see something poking through here. See, the onions are already coming up. And then these are my collard greens there. And look at that arugula. You can even pick some of these if you want to grab your shears or your scissors. You can even pick some of those, okay? Now, one thing to be aware of and to be leery of when you are using, this is hay, okay? So I have this hay here, and then I also have some different type of hay over there. When you're using hay, you want to make sure you keep it wet, but also, depending on which farm you get it from, it'll have seeds inside of there. So it can have like I'm seeing what they're talking about. Wait a minute, where? Right there. See that long grass there? That's not nothing I planted. That came from the hay. Now, it could be a good thing to you or a bad thing. The good thing is I know that it's natural, authentic hay. Okay. So that'll happen, right? And the weed is nothing but a plant that we do not want in certain areas. So you can just pull that up. I'm going to leave it there. And if it grows too much, I'll chop it down and drop it back into the garden. And that's going to act as a compost to keep feeding the garden. So I have the landscaping greenhouse covering up, and it also protects against frost as well. I have this up, just let it kind of get some ventilation, some air. Some things that you can some other things that you can kind of use is for, especially for like a greenhouse, is a solar. Oh my goodness, this big old carpet to be. Okay, sorry, I don't like, I'm a man bees, but I don't like them big old bees. And I just had the orchid man come out here and spray too, so they're not as bad, but they pretty bad. So anyways, you could use a solar operated fan, and it'll ventilate, which is why I have the windows there. But they kind of ventilate, throughout your greenhouse. So you want to make sure they still getting air. Plants are living things, so they like air as well, okay? So this is what we're working on today, okay? You guys have a wonderful day. Much appreciation and gratitude. And let's get to work.